sparkly.
I'm bubbly.
And together, we're Mineragua.
The fresh, sparkling water for those who are bubbling over with life.
And crave new experiences.
Are you thirsty for adventure, more laughs, and more excitement?
With Mineragua in hand, it's easy to live life with sparkle.
Just look for the glass bottles with tiny bubbles wrapped in blue.
And you'll taste and feel the difference of Mineragua sparkling water.
Mineragua, get your fizz.
You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Your guess is as good as mine. Coming up, the categories will be Uber and TV dads of the cartoon variety. Obviously, the folks who are driving people around from Uber are dealing with some situations as well, because let's face it, unless you're going to a friend's house or whatever, most people use Uber for a night out at the restaurant. Sure. They don't drive and they can go out and have a few drinks or whatever. But Uber and TV dads coming up with your guess is as good as mine.
Hello, D. Welcome to the Men's Room. Hello, D.
Hello?
Hola.
D, welcome to the show. D, what are you doing there?
I'm getting ready for my kids to come home for their last day of school before, the 6 weeks of mom torture.
And kids, if you're listening to this, understand every parent. We love you, but you drive us crazy. How old are your kids?
Well, my son, I told him his birthday's canceled. Sorry, buddy.
Damn.
His birthday's next week.
He's 12.
He'll be 12, and my daughter is 8.
Do they get along?
Very well. They're good kids.
They're about to not.
Yeah. It's going to be
right.
Look, man, that's about to change.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, man.
And a lot of people, look, we have birthday requests coming up here in a few minutes, and, somebody's celebrating the big 50 or the big 40.
Doesn't feel as good.
I mean, it's just, oh, gosh, this is not a good time to celebrate a birthday.
Yeah, a 50 or 40, it's huge, right?
I feel
At least it's not, he's not becoming a teenager, it's just 12.
But I will say this, though. Look, if you're turning 40 or 50, the truth is that's such a milestone in your own life, because if you're like most of us when you're younger, you are stunned that you made it this long. If you're turning 21, one of the rites of passage is, man, your buddy's taking you to the bar and get you so messed up that you have alcohol poisoning and have to go to the hospital. Well, you might get drunk at someone's house, but you're not going to get the bar experience. They're not open.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah, and you can throw them a big bar mitzvah next year. All right, so let's go with this one, D. Who did you bail out of a bad situation? Who did you help out? Who needed your help?
Well, I had to go. I was living in Oregon for about a year. I've lived in the same city my entire life except for when I moved to Oregon, and I had to go pick up this guy that got picked up from jail. Actually, his lawyer dropped him off to me in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning. My son was just born. I had to wake him up and say, hey, we're going to the grocery store. And, I had to go. I felt really bad for the lawyer, too.
What I guess you knew the guy pretty well.
He was a good friend of my husband's, yes.
Okay. And is he doing okay these days?
No.
He's not? Oh, okay. But what did you do? Did you buy him some groceries and try to get him back on his feet?
He probably should have stayed there.
Oh, damn. Did he end up going back?
I'm not sure. I think so. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that he's probably had a stint or two. I heard about him living underneath a bridge, but regardless,
wait, hold on.
My worst bailing out of.
For real? You heard about him living under a bridge?
Yeah.
Like a troll. He's living under a bridge. Damn. Okay.
I heard it.
All right.
I don't know that it's true.
Is it, does he have mental issues or is it substance?
Drugs.
Drugs?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the drug of choice?
Yes, it was. That was the phone call I got, which is even more ironic because he was from Washington, where we're from, and the fact that he got in trouble in Oregon, and my husband wasn't even in the same state. It was really weird. So in the morning I got this,
and the weirdest part about it is when you buy someone groceries who's on drugs, that's the last thing they want. I don't need food.
Like, are you going to eat those?
Right.
I think if someone's on drugs and needs groceries, ask them what kind of drugs are on, and you can determine what kind of groceries to get them.
Reason we asked, who did you bail out of a bad situation? Mitt Romney is backing an idea likely to go over well in American households. The Utah senator thinks the government should send $1,000 to every U.S. adult to help them get through the coronavirus crisis. Congress took similar action during the 2001 and 2008 recessions. According to a statement from Romney's office, while expansions of paid leave, unemployment insurance, and SNAP benefits are crucial, the check will help fill the gaps for Americans that may not quickly navigate different government options. Romney is just the latest to voice support for the sentiment first put forward by Harvard's Jason Furman. He is a former chair of the Council of Economic Advisors, and in an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal, he called for the government to give every American adult $1,000 each, along with $500 for each of their children.
All right.
And conservative and liberal economists alike have endorsed that idea. Random question, 844-999-OLA.
Random.
Hello, Emmett. Welcome to the men's room.
Random.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores. Emmett, welcome to the program. Random question. You still working, man?
I'm actually just about to pull in my shop, getting off work.
Okay. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a mechanic for a construction company.
Okay. You guys are still full force, aren't you?
Pretty much, yeah.
That is one thing I've noticed around the city. And again, the light rail that's being built there in town is at one point at the end of my driveway, essentially. And I noticed they were all out there today, man, working.
Okay, let's go with this one. This is kind of a weird question, but and there's a good chance that a lot of people out there obviously are going to be infected by this. But would you voluntarily get the coronavirus for $4,550?
I get it for $4,550.
We'll give it to you, but we'll give you that much cash.
But we're also going to give you $4,550.
Yeah.
You would do it for that much? Okay. And this is
a lot of us are about to do it for free.
Look, they need to come up with a vaccine. They need to come up with a cure for this, which means that the only way they can do this is they need people with the virus to be in the study.
Would you do it?
For that much money? Probably not, because as a smoker for a long time that probably already has some compromised lung issues.
Yeah, but I'm a smoker too. I need to know. You need to be the guy to do it.
Look, man, I have done everything in my life. I've sold plasma. I mean, you know what it's like when you're 20 years old and just absolutely broke. So as far as giving blood, that used to be a weekly thing that we would do. One place just gave you a free coupon so you could get a pizza. Which to us... Like, and the ironic part about it...
For plasma or blood?
For blood. And the ironic part about it was that was a free pizza from Dr. John's.
Really?
Dr. John's Pizza. And the pizza guy had a stethoscope. You know what I mean? He was a doctor, like on the box.
I'm a doctor.
He's a doctor.
Amazing pizza.
A British company called Havivo that studies viruses is one of the many groups working like crazy to find a vaccine or cure, which is caused by the coronavirus outbreak. They need people with the virus to study, so they're paying up. They're looking for volunteers to intentionally infect with the virus. You will get $4,550. Then you will live in the lab in London for 2 weeks. So it's $4,550 and 2 weeks free rent and food. It is risky to intentionally get a potential fatal disease on some levels, yes, but they will screen you and make sure that you are okay. You do have two things working in your favor. One, they will infect you with a milder strain. Two, young, healthy people usually handle this virus somewhat okay. All across all ages, over 96% of people who get the coronavirus survive. The lab is only taking groups of 24, and they've got a website going up where they're actually taking applications at this time.
I'm going to sue them for copyright infringement because on my dating profile it says the same thing. I'll infect you with a milder strain.
Random.
That's the comfort.
Than the one you already have.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Corey. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Corey, welcome to the program, man. Random question. How are you?
Oh, doing all right. Just sitting at home.
Have you been
this week because we're waiting for a job site to open up.
Okay, so you haven't been going to work, but the plan is to go back to work.
Yeah, we're going to go back to work next week, working like 6/12s.
Okay. All right, Corey, let's go this way. What would you say, your random question, what was a really, really dumb idea? What was just a dumb idea? Where you look back and go, God, that was a dumb idea.
Oh, there's so many of them. I've done so many dumb things in my life.
One that stands out, maybe?
Let's see. One of my dumbest ones was moving out to Kansas.
Doing what now? Moving to Kansas? Is that what you said?
Yep.
And what was it, for a job, for a relationship, what?
Yeah, it was for a relationship. I followed a blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl.
And what part of Kansas?
It was a little town called El Dorado. It was really close to Wichita.
All right. Okay. Was there anything to do there, or do you just what do you do?
Strip clubs.
You go to strip clubs.
I moved across the country for this woman, and then all I could do is go to strip clubs.
How long did this relationship last?
2 years.
All right, that's not bad. Okay, and why did it end?
She accused me of cheating on her.
At a strip club?
No, just with random girls.
Was there any validity to that?
No.
Okay, all right. So she was just kind of thinking you were doing something you weren't. So did you just pack up and move back home?
She left me out in Kansas with no car and no way to get to my job.
But she in Kansas with no car. That just sounds very problematic.
How did you end up getting back?
My family actually paid for my airplane ticket back home.
Okay.
Ooh, airline ticket. Because a lot of families we'll get you home.
On
get
a
you to the Greyhound station.
Yes, exactly. At least they were decent enough to
give
do
you
that.
a couple days to think about it.
This is a true story. The reason we asked what was a really dumb idea, this would be a stupid and dangerous situation anytime, but it's especially bad now. On Saturday night, a man in a hazmat suit ran into a Walmart in Las Vegas and started spraying stuff with an unknown liquid. When he left, someone followed him and got his license plate number, and the cops quickly tracked him down and arrested him. The Walmart was evacuated, but a total of 13 people still came in contact with the substance that he sprayed. Jeez. Fortunately, no one showed any symptoms after being exposed to it. Police say they're working on figuring out what the substance was and why the guy was spraying it throughout the store, if he was just trying to create panic, if there was actually something to do with it.
Just hope it's just that.
If he was just being an idiot and filming it for whatever reason, but either way, they still have not figured out what that stuff was, but he sprayed it all over the store.
To answer a quick question that came from the comments, it says, since schools are closed for about the next 6 weeks, won't the kids have to make it up in the summer? No. This is the crazy thing about what's going on. This is pretty unprecedented. So for my kids, they're off for the next 6 weeks. They get today and tomorrow kind of off, but starting Wednesday, they have to log online, and the teachers and principal will know what they have, and there's an amount of curriculum that they have to do for the next 6 weeks so that they don't have to make it up. That's the general plan. And like I said, for a lot of us, this will be the first time homeschooling our kids. We know that we will have done it successfully if they're a little awkward when they go back. That is what we're looking for.
Public schools don't have that. They don't have that.
Not all of them, but believe it or not.
More than not.
If your kids are at a public school and you're in a situation where they can't provide the computers or iPads, a lot of the private schools and a lot of us parents, believe it or not, are offering to allow them to chime into this.
Oh, cool.
And bring them over, and it helps with their curriculum as well. So reach out to other parents. You'd be surprised.
You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
I'm Sparkly.
I'm Bubbly.
And together, we're Mineragua.
The fresh, sparkling water for those who are bubbling over with life
and crave new experiences.
Are you thirsty for adventure, more laughs, and more excitement?
With Mineragua in hand, it's easy to live life with sparkle.
Just look for the glass bottles with tiny bubbles wrapped in blue.
And you'll taste and feel the difference of Mineragua sparkling water.
Mineragua, get your fizz.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
My dad used to say that.
Sure, yeah. It's from Geico.
Yeah, whenever I would ask my dad for life advice, he'd sit me down and say, son, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more. And look at me now, a well-adjusted adult with a drawer full of plastic bags I'll never use.
Okay, I'm confused. Was your dad a licensed Geico agent?
Nah, he was just a real good dad.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Hola, bitches. You're listening to The Men's Room.
Your guess is as good as mine. Coming up first time for a few emails from The Men's Room at mensroomlive.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Guys, we're asking you if you know a business or a restaurant that's open in the area as far as doing takeout or delivery service. We'll give you a shout, and we appreciate you sending those to the men's room at mensroomlive.com. Here are a few from today. Guys, you rock. Just listening. My wife and I own Pickles Deli on South Whidbey. Our doors are open and slinging some Sammys to the neighborhood. Would love a shout out on our takeout service. All the guys, awesome of you to mention all the restaurants still going to go pick up and deliver. My friends at Topside Bar and Grill in Steilacoom are open until 7 until further notice for takeout. Appreciate it. That from Rob Richard, who is a chef and worked for the Esquin Wine and Spirits in Seattle. We have 1 to 2 hour delivery through the phone app Drizzly, open until 8. Again, wine and spirits delivered. Let's hope they have some men's room original red.
All right.
Guys, my wife and I just purchased a restaurant 3 months ago, and in all the things that we planned for, this was not even thought to be an option. As we're trying to navigate the current happenings, we are staying open with a skeleton crew from noon until 8. Delivery is an option through Uber Eats and Grubhub or online. Pickup can be made. Curbside pickup is available. If you pull into the back parking lot, call when you arrive. We'll drop it off to you. We would also like to offer half off on the kids menu to help parents during this time the schools are closed. That from Jim Hagender, who is the owner of the Otter Bar and Burger, open in Eastlake. Couple extras. Guys, the Box and Burgers in Kirkland is still open, offering takeout and delivery with minimal purchase in the Kirkland area. Hoping you guys could give my family's restaurant a shout out. They own the Carnation Cafe out on 203 on the main drag through Carnation. They'll be doing to-go orders, including corned beef and cabbage special tomorrow for St. Patty's Day. Tell them Sam the Fish Man sent you. Guys, Royal India in Kirkland's Juanita neighborhood is doing curbside with a specialized menu. 2 options for that, or 3 or 4 curries. You get naan, you get a dessert. They also offer delivery in-house as well as through DoorDash, Chow Now, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. Man, I'm really learning a lot more about the delivery. I've heard of
really
Chow Now I did not know about. Uber Eats I've got. Grubhub I've heard of. DoorDash.
You said there was a Drizzly?
Drizzly.
Yeah,
Drizzly's got some liquor. Awesome of you guys to mention all the restaurants. My friends at Topside Bar and Grill. I already read that one, sorry. Let's see here. Giuseppe's Italian Restaurante in Tacoma. They'll be closed for in-house dining, but they do have to-go orders available on Uber Eats and Postmates. You can feed a family of 6 for about $60, so they'll give you like basically a family-style menu. Okay. They've got 2 or 3 of those options as we move on to some of the birthday emails. And what a joyous time to have a birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure that you could have a birthday party or anything else.
I just want to say this.
By yourself.
Again, if it is your 21st, look, I'm going to do one quick aside here, if I might, all right? So there's always something that you missed out on that it doesn't matter how old you get, you're mad you missed it. Maybe it was a concert, something like that. When I first got in radio, and when you first get in it, you're just low man on the totem pole. Sure. So holidays, all that kind of thing, you're going to work. Normally, no big deal. But here I am. It's New Year's Eve, 1999, and it switches to the new millennium. And now, look, my goal is to live to be 1,031 years old, but let's face it, I probably won't. So I remember I am working. I am in a soundproof studio on the 9th floor of a building. And at midnight, while I'm still working, watching fireworks on a black and white TV in the studio, I just remember you could hear people partying. It is the party of the millennium. And look, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world, but it's one of those things that's just bugged the piss out because I could have been out there celebrating. Mm-hmm. If your 21st birthday is today, the day that across the country, everything is closed down, all you want to do is get that first legal drink, I feel worse for you than I do for me. Yeah. And I don't say that often.
Guys, it's my son Jack's 4th time around the sun today. How about to Goofy talk about Nerf guns and not to shoot his older sister anymore? Love the show, guys. That from Nick.
Well, gosh, I'd certainly listen to old Goose to learn when he was 4 years old. Had a Nerf gun, shot a sister. My sister bit me and gave me rabies. Your sister will do the same to you.
We'd have Mickey on, but they closed down Disneyland.
He's doing press conferences trying to explain to all the people that the happiest place on earth just needs a little break.
Guys, today's my son's 14th, and all our plans have been shut down by the government. Can you please wish him a happy birthday from his mom and brother Hunter with a little kid face sandwich? And do you like that? Thanks so much, guys. Love the show. That from Shelley.
Fish salad.
You like that? You like that?
Hola, guys. My husband, Zach, and I are fans of the show. Listen on our way to and from work together in the morning. Today, he is 26 years old. I'd love a shout-out. Can he get a big old bong rip and the dirty Germans talking about wildlife control? Much love. That from Jess.
Yeah, many people say that I quite live the wildlife, as the only control we have is birth control.
Ja, die Wildtierkontrolle, aber nicht anfassen.
Yeah, she'll make you antifasten.
I always wonder what she's saying over there. I think she's talking crap on us.
Get me out of here, help.
This job sucks working with these two morons.
These guys are douchebags. Yeah, we have no idea.
Will someone please hire me? Oh, I'd like to give a birthday shout out to a good friend and coworker of mine, retired Marine Tavares Starks. Can he get a pull it in, Jay? And the Dirty Germans talking about a few good men. That from the JJG, president of the Ted Smith's Coronavirus Free Fan Club Texas chapter.
Let's pull it in, Jay. Come on.
Yeah, if you're looking for a few good men, we are right here. It's what you ask us to do. And no, you cannot handle my truth.
Ja, die Männer fühlen sich sehr schön an.
I do feel like that was insulting.
All in all, I'll send this for me, so I need to do it myself. This is my 36th time around the sun. I'd love to hear the Dirty Germans to tell us what Brown can do for you. That from Dick, your friendly UPS guy.
Yeah, first of all, I love your name very, very much. And yeah, what the Brown does is very specific to the people that are cool with such things.
Ja, Brown kann sehr viel für mich machen.
Gentlemen, it is my husband Dustin's 38th birthday today. It's not exactly an ideal way to spend a birthday. Quarantined at home, trying to work with 4 kids, also stuck at home. He works so hard for us, and I appreciate him so much. Can you give him a talk about maybe Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Thanks, guys. I guess that, what's his face will have to do that.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah, Captain Crunch will have to talk about Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Well, it's delicious. I don't support them because, frankly, I want to eat my crunch berries. Again, named after my genitalia, my Aunt Jemima.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ja, the Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Let's get test on the line for your guess is as good as mine. We'll take caller 9 now at 844-999-OLA. Your guess is as good as mine coming up here in a couple seconds. We've got some extra email subject air fryer. Here you go, Steve. Ola bitches Moabin. My daughter-in-law got an air fryer for Christmas, but they just don't have the room for it in their small house, so she brought it over to me. I'm going to cook Costco ribs in it tonight. Can't wait. I'll let you know how they turn out. Stay healthy and stay beautiful, my friends. That from the Ginger Midget.
Time to get on the air fryer, a bandwagon, man.
Wobbin and gentlemen, I just want to thank you again for giving all the businesses and listeners a lighthearted escape from the hysteria going on right now. My husband and I spent the weekend in Boise. Oh, my God, so many white people, Idaho. Hiking, awesome, and not seeing Tool, tragic. We also share Thrill's disappointment about Rage being canceled. But there are some positives to acknowledge despite the loss of my Tool concert. Number 1, my husband finally listened to the Greatest Story Never Told podcast for the first time with me on one of our flights home and liked it so much he laughed out loud several times. Number 2, Guru Donuts in Boise, OMG. Words are too inferior to describe the deliciousness. Number 3, I was happy to and grateful to hear your voices over the airwaves. It reminded me that even though all the S is getting canceled, I can't see my students and colleagues right now, and everything is in a state of rapid change. I still have a pretty freaking good right now, and all things considered. I have a fridge full of Men's Room Red, a radio, and a podcast app. So thank you guys for helping us go through all this stuff. I hope you and your family members are safe and well. That from Leah. Leah, thank you for the nice words. Appreciate that.
Shut up, Leah.
Yeah, guys. Hi there. Just want to let you guys know that how much your show means to us. It brightens my sometimes dark days. I look forward to listening to you guys discuss issues in your unique ways, bringing insights I'd not otherwise thought of. Thanks for being the awesome people you are. Are you listening to the right program here?
Yeah, whatever.
Thanks for the nice words, I guess. Oh, here's a nice one. This is what we normally get.
All right.
Okay, this one comes from our friends down at 98 Rock in Sacramento, California. This is now listen to this very carefully. Subject: Men's Room, Face for Radio. Guys, I've been listening to your show for at least 6 months. My girlfriend is the kind of person who puts looks ahead of functionality. It can wear on me at times because I ride a Harley. Anyway, I saw your pictures and was pretty disappointed. Radio faces for sure. Anyway, show's great. I love it. I'm from Mark in Sacramento.
Thank you, Mark.
So again, my girlfriend is the kind of person who puts looks ahead of functionality.
Yeah.
Not me, though, right? And then I saw your pictures and was pretty disappointed. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that.
That's awesome.
So nice of you to say that. Yeah. Okay, time for a little Your Guess is as Good as Mine. It's an easy game to play. We get a contestant online. You get a couple categories there to pick from, and then you try to get as many right in said category before 3 strikes, and you're out. Steve, who is our contestant there, ready to play a little Your Guess is as Good as Mine?
Hello, Daniel. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Daniel, how are you, man?
It's the beginning of my weekend, so I'm doing fantastic.
So you just got off work. You guys are still going at it. What do you do?
I work for a correctional facility just north of you guys.
Why don't you just let everybody out?
It's not my decision to make, sir.
Yeah, I guess you got to go to work, don't you?
Yeah, what is the contingency plan at a correctional facility? Because, guys, fellas, I know it's bad, but you got to stay.
Is that one of the more safer places to be, all things considered?
I can't publicly comment, but I can direct you to the public information officer.
I understand. That makes sense. Dan. Well, one of two things. Hey, look, if you bring it in there, it's you bringing it in there.
Right.
It ain't them. They didn't go anywhere. So we all know how that works.
That's the one time they're not guilty.
Exactly. All right, Daniel, here are your categories on Your Guess is as Good as Mine. We have for you, and this just came from our fine friends there at Uber, they have the 10 most common things that people have forgot in their Uber cars.
Okay.
There are 10 basic items. Everyone has them. At least most people have some of these items, but they're the 10 most that people leave in and forget in Uber rides. And then we have America's 10 favorite superheroes. So superheroes and Ubers. That are your category. Those are your categories there, Daniel, on Your Guess as Good as Mine. I brought the wrong sheet in.
Look at that. You've been saying all day.
I know. I only teased it once.
You're going to let it go.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, but I was excited.
Act like that didn't happen.
All right.
So we have America's 10 favorite superheroes. Sorry. And the 10 most common things that people forget in Ubers. Do people even listen to my tease anyway? They don't even care. What, Daniel, what category do you want to go with?
I'm going superheroes all the way.
Okay. All right. Do you have a favorite superhero? So the study goes, what about a favorite villain? A new survey asked 2,000 Americans who their favorite superheroes are, and we have the 10 most popular according to the poll. So, Daniel, the way we do Your Guess is as Good as Mine, you need to get as many right in said category before 3 strikes and you're out. Again, these are the 10 most favorite superheroes of all times.
All right, so I'll roll Superman.
Superman is number 1.
Is he?
He beats everybody. He is the most popular superhero.
I know he's the most fan, but I feel like he's like Luke Skywalker. Like, dude, you're all right. He's kind of whiny, you know.
They really haven't kind of taken that to the level of the Batmans and everything else as far as the franchise goes in Superman.
Yeah, Batman's whacking dudes, man. Exactly. Superman still has a heart of gold.
He does. All right, Daniel, 1 for 1. Superman is correct. Number 1. What's your next guess?
Well, Batman.
Batman's number 3.
Number 3?
Number 3.
The hell?
Iron Man.
Iron Man, number 5.
That is 100% because of the movie. Mm-hmm. Nobody cared about him in comic book form.
No, you can say that Robert Downey Jr. basically just kind of took the franchise and made Iron Man popular. As a kid, Iron Man and Flash, strangely enough, were 2 of my favorite superheroes.
I loved Iron Man, and maybe this is bad, and this says a lot about what I was like as a kid. One of the things I liked about Iron Man as a kid is that his storyline was that he was a drunk. Like when he's drunk,
exactly.
He's hammered, he's a drunk, he's a playboy.
And even as a kid, when the superheroes suck, like Green Lantern or someone like that. All right, Daniel, you got 3 out of the 10. You got the big ones. Superman, Batman, Iron Man. Obviously, there are 7 left. What's your next guest on the 10 favorite superheroes list?
Captain America.
You're right on it, man. Captain America all the way up to number 4 now. He wasn't the most popular character going on.
I mean, he was fine.
Yeah.
But, he's one of those dudes where his heart was in the right place. Some suggestions coming in: Wonder Woman, Hulk, Spider-Man, Deadpool, Thor, Punisher, The Thing.
Wolverine.
Wolverine! Yes! Oh, whoops. Yes, sorry. I'll give you Wolverine is the only X-Men character on the list. I know that is a huge, huge hint, Daniel, but I'm going to give it to you. So far, you've gotten 5 out of the 10. You're halfway to home. Superman, Batman, Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine. There are 5 of the 10 most popular superheroes left. You have all of your strikes remaining. What is your next guess?
I'll go Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's number 2. Yep, Spider-Man and Superman, number 1 and 2. They are the 2 most popular. Batman's at number 3, according to this.
That makes sense, man.
Okay, 6 out of the 10, Daniel. What's your next guess?
Deadpool.
Deadpool not on the list.
You know why? Because most kids cannot see Deadpool. Honestly, I took my kids to see the Avenger movies. My son's all about it. He still wants to see Deadpool, and I'm like, hell no. And he says, is it because it's violent? And it's like, no, because I don't want to explain what a sea sucker is.
Okay. All right, Daniel, one strike. There are 4 remaining.
And you gave away no X-Men. Okay. I'll go a little bit on the newer side because he wasn't so popular early on, but we'll go Black Panther.
Black Panther is number 9 on the list of the 10 most popular superheroes. All right, man, 7 out of 10, Daniel. You got 1 strike. Time is running out. What's your next guess?
I feel like, man, you want to go, and I'm just guessing, either go to the Avengers well or go to the, Legion of, or Justice League well.
We'll go,
there's Aquaman, maybe.
Oh, let's go, Groot.
Groot!
Out on the list.
Suggestions for Flash, which is ridiculous, but
I like the Flash growing up.
Well, you had a TV show.
Yeah.
Might still be on.
Okay, let's go Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman! Ba-da-ba-ba! Number 6.
Linda Carter.
Yeah. All the world is waiting for you. 8 out of 10. Daniel, 2 strikes. 1 strike remaining. There are 2 superheroes left in the 10 most popular superheroes of all time category.
Yeah, we'll go Flash, but I'm not too confident in that one.
You shouldn't be because you're wrong. Daniel, you gave it a great run there, Mo. You got 8 out of the 10. Yeah, there was some on the bubble there. Thor, Deadpool, The Flash, The Hulk, Star-Lord,
Robin?
Black Widow, and The Punisher. Here are your top 10 most popular superheroes. At number 10, Wolverine. Number 9 is Black Panther. I'm not sure I understand this one, but number 8 is Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Is he pretty popular now?
Well, she is. Yeah.
Well, she is. Okay, that's why
Jeez,
I don't even remember as a kid.
You are not woke, player.
I am not woke into the superhero world.
This is clearly a woman.
All right, 7 is Aquaman. 6, Wonder Woman. 5, Iron Man. 4, Captain America. 3, Batman. Spider-Man number 2. And your most popular superhero of all time, Steve's favorite, that would be Superman.
Captain
you are
Ford.
listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, with 24/7 support and experienced staff at over 250 local branches. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome back to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Quick update for you. Just a couple locations here. Guys, saw your post on Facebook. Our company, Mercury Coffee Company, is open. They are in Woodinville. Here's another one. Thank you guys for keeping everyone updated. We own Burger Planet Food Truck. We're opening at breweries doing to-go orders. Today we will be at Hellbent Brewing from 5 until 8. That from Rosa and Marco. Another one, guys. Name is Daniel. I work in Silverdale, Washington. We're doing takeout and pickup orders at Fujiyama's Japanese Steakhouse until 8. 20% off all orders made. Thanks. You guys rock. Appreciate it. The Swinery in West Seattle on the corner of California and Hanford there, Wobbin, is open. Please call ahead to place your order for pickup. Menu and contact stuff can be found on their website. Guys, my brother owns an amazing restaurant in Port Townsend that needs a shout out. The Courtyard Cafe is doing curbside service, great sandwiches, great food, great small town restaurant that gives back to their community. Hoping you can give them a helping hand. And Round Table Pizza in Puyallup and Bonnie Lake are still open for carry out and delivery. We have a beer wall with 24 beers on tap and are selling growlers to go. Ooh. Thank you, Men's Room. You guys rock. Uptown China is open. They are up there on Finney. Outstanding food. I've stopped by there many times. They're open for delivery and takeout. Lower Queen Anne, Uptown China. Oh, I'm sorry, Uptown China down in Queen Anne. They are fantastic down by the 24-hour fitness down there, open as well. Okay, let's see here. In 6 minutes, we will drink and toast with a shot of the day. We do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, a quick check into Mike Hawk for some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, so a couple of coronavirus updates here. Because of the toilet paper shortage, sales of bidets are actually through the roof. I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
I don't either.
Maybe this is the change that we need to get away from kind of the toilet paper dependency that we have.
I can't confirm this, but everyone I know that uses a bidet regularly swears by it.
Oh, absolutely. I've never tried one before, but I'm absolutely intrigued. I want to try one.
First time I saw one was at a woman's house. This woman had a little bit of money, but she's showing us around the house. I always remember this because my brother's the smart one. So he's like 19 years old, and her bathroom was like the size of whatever house you're living in, but there was the toilet. Next to it was a bidet, and I remember my brother was like, whoa! She has 2 toilets. Just went on and on and on.
What a day.
Why would you have to, who are you going to sit next to? And finally, this woman had to explain what it's for, and it was awkward.
Dang. The online porn industry has seen a surge in traffic because everyone's staying at home. So cam girls are making a ton of money because of the outbreak.
I can believe that, but here's the thing. Just mark my words on this, at least in the U.S., with all these schools closing down for about 6 weeks, it's not that there'll be a drop, but there will be a time when no one's doing it. Because I'm not visiting porn with the kids in the house. That's why they need to go back to school.
Correct.
And also keep in mind that if you follow someone or someone follows you on Twitter and you reply to one of these people doing that stuff, for some reason, guys, it shows up in my feed. So maybe send like a private message because I know exactly what the hell you're in.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, yeah, I want to get all up in that. Nasty. Jesus, dude, we can see that.
A police department in Ohio posted a jokey message on Facebook last week asking that, quote, all criminal activity stop until further notice. They added that they'll let criminals know when it's okay to start committing crimes again.
That's very kind. Well, actually, we did have a cop checked in with us earlier just to let us know that as far as 911 calls go in these last few weeks or days, he said, man, it has dropped remarkably.
Right.
Because the thing is, even if you're a criminal, you're still human, and you still don't want to get sick.
Mm-hmm. Men who scheduled their vasectomies around March Madness this year are complaining because there's nothing to watch. This is something that I learned, honestly, within the last couple of years. I didn't realize that men scheduled their vasectomies for March Madness. However, it made 100% sense.
Sure, because you're laid up for a while.
Right.
And you have nothing else to do. So the idea is I can watch basketball. I'm not being, quote-unquote, non-productive at work. It would have been scheduled off anyway.
But this isn't a bad time. Yes, exactly.
It's
exactly
still a decent
You're
time.
still not doing anything.
Right. You're going to be home, and now that frozen bag of peas doesn't just help your testicles. You can eat it later.
Boom. I like it. Even the terrorist group ISIS is telling its fighters to avoid Europe right now so that they don't get sick. Let that sink in for just a minute there.
It's so ridiculous.
Newsflash, you can't travel into Europe right now. So I don't know how to think unless they're walking.
Right.
Yeah, but the thing about terrorism is, usually it's through illegal channels. But I'm thinking either you're willing to die for your cause because you go to combat.
Right.
Perhaps you blow yourself up, but it's still like, whoa, hey, this virus is dangerous. So we know you were going to engage someone in a gun battle. But this virus is really dangerous, fellas. If you could
find someone out in public now. Good luck with that.
Right.
You're not going to plow into anybody on the street.
Right.
Robin mentioned this off air one day, and she should have trademarked it as soon as she said it. But someone came up with an immune-boosting cocktail called the Quarantini.
Mm-hmm.
It's made with powdered vitamin C. I know, you missed out on your opportunity. It's made with powdered vitamin C drink mix. The brand Emergency responded and said that they don't recommend mixing their product with alcohol. So, from what I saw, it was like Emergency, vodka, orange juice. There was something else in it. I can't remember what it was. But it was, again, some vitamin booster of some kind, just to help you out a little bit there. A pizza place in Oshkosh, Wisconsin added rolls of toilet paper to its menu so customers can add it on when they order food.
Wow. That's not a bad idea, man.
Not at all. That's helping out, man.
I don't normally go to Veggie Grill, but they got toilet paper.
What goes in must come out.
Right.
Real quick, for those that are getting on the keto diet craze, a new study found that it can cause mild flu-like symptoms similar to COVID-19. Things like headaches, fatigue, and nausea.
Because you need a carbohydrate. That's why you need a delicious roll.
That's right.
Standing right there in front of you, the bread basket.
So if you've been seeing those symptoms and you've switched to the keto diet, it may not necessarily be COVID-19.
Pasta.
Let's see. A New York Times put together a study where they calculated every job's risk of coronavirus exposure based on 2 factors: exposure to the disease and physical closeness to other. Riskiest jobs are all in the medical field, and least risky is logging, funny enough. And no need to panic, but the coronavirus is causing another statistic to rise in China.
What is that?
I'll tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, my cock. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. Let's get tested online for Profile This. If we could, we'll take caller 9.
Hola. The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.
I need a change. You've been cold to me too many times. You're wasting money. You're a leaker. So I'm replacing you with a new Navien tankless water heater. No more cold shoulders, no more leaks. Just spa-like comfort and Navien peace of mind. And oh, I want you out today.
When you're ready for a change, ask your plumber about Navien or visit tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.